The first whitewash you see here is that you're already awake if you understand this. Now we look at another whitewash. Did Jesus really exist? Well, the thing you need to ask is whenever they got you looking within, you should look around and see what else is being shown to you, because this is all part of your deception. You have your Moorish rites, you know what I'm saying, that split up and create the African cultures. You got the Scottish rites creating the Scottish cultures, you feel me? And all this happens before 0 year. They plan this out, they cut down the giant trees, they created ancient history that is completely fabricated. If you look up Giza hoax, you'll see that none of this happened. You look up Stonehenge hoax, you'll see that there's a big gap in most of all of this shit. A lot of the stuff that happened was completely contrived in the 1900s. A lot of the stuff like the Giza, the Sphinx didn't exist before the 1900s. You can just Google this shit. So that would imply that there was no Napoleon nose. I mean, that would be divide and conquer. I mean, easy. It was a black nose and it got knocked off. I mean, come on, get the fuck out of here. That nose fell off when they were sculpting it out of the dirt. Just take a look at the Giza hoax. You'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. So you have all of these different Freemasons rites divided up to create divide and conquer under the cube of Saturn hex, which is a part of everyone's religions. You got the cube opening up to the cross for the Christians. You got that same cube folded up for the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? So that cube is everywhere. So under the cube of Saturn, your entire language, your indoctrination was created by the Freemasons, who are magicians. Say the least, they're builders, they're master builders, they do geometry, all the types of mathematical equations. I can show you if you look at my hook, my Jesus hook. I posted it online. You got the Lamb's Candy logo where they got the lamb and they got Jesus's arm or the flat plane meeting in the middle of the hook. Whenever you see Jesus holding the hook, he's got his arm out like that right in the center. Because why? Just like the Lamb's Candy logo, the sun bends its light into the Holy Grail. This would be the flat plane. This would be the Holy Grail, which would be Rupus Nigra. It shoots through to the other side, connecting to the black sun. Again, the hook, boom, at an angle, of course, which you've always seen, connects and bends its light off the sun and connects to the black sun. That's why he's got his hook around the black sun. The light sun sits over the black sun, which sits over the hole. And this right here would be another version of the black sun sitting underneath the light sun. This would be the Holy Grail where the green astrolight shoots out. This is that. So I'm saying, man, it's like right there. Disney did this for us to rub it in our fucking faces. Now, some of you people are hearing this and you're like, well, what the hell is a cube of Saturn hex? Well, let me explain. In the firmament, there's waters above right here. Inside of this is an expanse that is seen with a telescope. If you have one, you should see it for yourself, because this is the only reason I know that there's waters above. This is the only reason I know that I can see through the moon and see stars behind it. This is the only reason. You got to do this shit for yourself. Again, the expanse, the waters above. See how they got the stars and all of that shit? Waters above. The sun is at the top of the firmament. It's not holding it up, of course, but it is, the sun is at the top. So they got the shit in your face. Disney's doing this. Okay, now as I was saying, it's the same thing as the snow dome or Terra Firma, which would be an observatory. And that's where people come up with the understanding that there's a God above us. All right, so the astral jet shoots out. That is the green astral jet with the black sun beneath. Again, the ring astral jet, black sun. Those are the northern lights that shoot out of the fucking giant tree stump in the center, which is Rupus nigra, or Et Elatisma, tree of heaven. And the sun comes here, Jesus' hook comes into the Holy Grail, connects to the black sun. Feel me? That's what they're showing you. So when you sit in church and you're bowing your head in church, or you're a Muslim and you're bowing, and you're all bowing and shit, you're bowing to the black sun, which is the Lucifer, which is the Rain Man sun. You bow your head to the Lucifer sun because in church, you're bringing your sun god worship to reality. That's why everyone prays to Jesus as a blood sun god. And then when they do the cross across their chest, they're actually doing the upside down cross. You're like, doot, 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 doot. You're doing an upside down cross because your head sticks up higher than your bottom of your chest. So when you do that, you're doing the upside down cross. Try it on yourself. It's completely, it's all their shit. It's like, what the fuck? So furthermore, let's get into this whole expanse here. With a telescope, you will see, or with a Hubble telescope, you will see the same disk for Mars and the same this, and you'll see Saturn, which is a straightforward, non-spinning projection that sends down the S wave. The sun sends down electromagnetism, nutrients, and power and conductivity. The Saturn projection sends down the S wave. All right, let me show you what the cube of Saturn hex is. All right, in this wave, you see DNA. In this wave, you will see people living in harmony, people being telepathic, people running around ass naked. Look up the golden ages, the different golden eras that were around before we got fucked up. All right, so this S wave has been squared, and that is what the cube of Saturn is. So that is, in essence, what has happened to everyone. Everyone has been cubed under the cube of Saturn hex. You got people graduating with the cube on their head, showing that they've been indoctrinated and that they've been dumbed down as workers, which is the mortarboard foundation for the pyramid of the Illuminati. You feel me? So you're the foundation. They're standing on top of your head, son. That's what that shit means, son. You ain't smart, graduate. All right, so in the hex lies in your entire language. And this perfect balance, harmony between masculine and feminine. This is all just masculine. This is just, again, dicks, dicks, dicks. That's what this is. And in here, you will find your indoctrination. Look, all of your numbers, all of your letters. Look, S, 8, 3, and then 4, 5. Like everything is in here, bro. Your whole language, your whole number system's in this motherfucker. I seen somebody do this shit online. They broke that shit down. I was like, get out of here. So I'm just telling you. That's what the cube of Saturn is. That's what the hex means. There's signals and waves coming from all of these things that appear to be outer space, but it's really just a firmament. It's a terrarium observatory, and this astral jet shoots up. It's an astral traveling jet, and you can go up into this kingdom, which is Yahweh out. See, your whole fake history has nothing but clues. So you go Yahweh and you get Yahweh to Yahweh. It's like, come on, man. So when you look at a whitewash like this, you got to really ask, when you see this, does Jesus really exist? They're rubbing it in your face that a lot of this shit didn't exist. And if you don't believe me, all you got to do is look it up, because it's not about what you believe. You guys got an entire belief system that keeps you a slave, that has a king's name on the spine. It's nothing. Stay awake.